Hi, I'm starting off with Copernicus. Just looking at the methane on the surface. So these dark spots do not have much population in these areas. I mean, I've been to Scandinavia and there's not that many people up here in these areas. So that's got to be coming up out of the permafrost. And it bubbles up here in the ocean. So things are bubbling methane. This is looking at the composite of the sun, integrated space weather analysis, and there's an object down here and up here. And I zoomed in over here and I really can't see anything better than this view. So I'm going to zoom in and watch here and here. So it'll be pretty slow and boring here for a little bit. So I got the loops going all the way around, all the way around. All these half loops are a good indication to me. There's an object there. Plus all this plasma's coming up. And there's that tornado. That's pretty neat. This tornado like goes up this way. And that sort of fades away, gets pushed away, moves away. So you can see a connection here, definitely. Well, I observed that anyway. So you got your half loops all the way around, you got circles, got plasma coming up, making a connection. It's not shooting back to the right or left or up. It's just right here. It's coming up to here. Looks like it's about this big. But I'm always guessing on the size of these things. There's this loop. This loop all the way around it. There was one spot I thought I saw a perfect circle of white. One frame. There. There was a pretty good edge there. And then I'm just looking at this little tornado. It's pretty interesting. See this tornado shoot up. Going finding anti-M. .211 angstroms. The southern pole has increased in energy. North pole still dark. Solar wind, sun's on the right. Kilometers per second. And then all these weird magnetic fields that have arrows point back at the Earth. Then here is our Earth in the Earth Null School, looking at different heights for the wind patterns. And it used to be that the winds would not cross the equator, they would stay in the northern and southern hemispheres generally, and the equator was calm and hot. And now it just all kinds of winds just blow across anymore, so the climate's different than it was 5 years ago. Here's jet stream level. Used to be 2 jet streams in the northern hemisphere, and now there's this. And then I go up way high, and you get this on the southern hemisphere, this pretty quick winds up way up there. And then you can see, here's the equator. There's almost an equator in space with the winds. But you get lower down and the equator doesn't exist for the winds anymore. Crossing in there. And then I'm looking at sulfur dioxide. Comes from volcanoes and humans burning stuff. So here's just bubbling up out of the ocean. There's no islands in these areas. North of New Zealand. Of course, Hawaii's going strong. And then you got bubbling up over here, so the ocean's warming up from all this stuff. The ice caps melted, so that means your albedo, or reflective ability of the sun, is reduced by like 80%. So this absorbs more energy faster and faster. Warms up. Methane comes up out of all this area. The shallow oceans, it'll bubble up out of there too. And then I'm just looking for some hot spots. 115. And then looking at the North Pole, it's not frozen. Everywhere's a little above freezing. And then you get into the permafrost, or in the shallow seas, and this is all got lots of methane down there too. And why would it bubble up over here? Well, because it's 80 degrees in Scandinavia. Okay.